Alright, we're going to take a break from the letter rack. I'm not quitting, but I'm taking a break from it because I got quite a few mistakes that I really don't feel like fixing at the moment. I'm making a bench. I'm not going to film the process because I've noticed I can do pretty decent work when I don't film it, but when I film it, I get in a hurry and I start taking shortcuts, and I got to get some nice stuff done. So these knots I filled with epoxy, planed them, gonna sand it all. It's my first attempt at doing I don't know what you call them. I got butterflies stuck in my head, and that might be right. Doesn't matter. Those little hourglass shaped things that keep that crack from opening. There's the sides. There's the other sides. I'll show you the plan, and then I will bring you back right before finishing, so I'm not tempted to cut any corners. That's the original. That's the reproduction. I'm going for a slightly different style, as in I'm not going to cut those. I don't figure they need to be cut, because I want it to look kind of more modern-ish. That's why I did it with maple instead of pine also. But that's the plan for that. Sorry if you don't like it where I'm going to take a break from videoing the whole process for a while, but when I video it, I tend to cut corners and make mistakes because I'm trying to make it go quicker for the camera. So you're just going to have to deal with it. Here's the bench done. And how I do this when I do finishes ahead of time, like this is going to be about a month till I get to sell it. I always wait to do the last coat last, like right before, because I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Right in this area, there's some scratches. A cat got its claws on it real light. You might be able to see it right there. So I'm going to sand that down and put the final finish on it, but that is how the bench turned out. Pretty nice. Any you guess what this might be for? Another project. Now this one I screwed up. See that front leg? Now the back legs have a 7/8 taper on two sides. Okay, so I did the back legs right. The front leg was supposed to have 7/16 on one side. The directly opposite side was supposed to be 7/16, so you get the equivalency of 7/8. And then the back side was supposed to be a full 7/8 taper. Well, I got the back taper right. Or excuse me, the front taper. I got the front taper right. That side there, I tapered at 7/8 instead of 7/16, and that's not tapered at all. So I have two options. Either at the tractor show when I'm set up, either sell it really cheap and make the mistake known, because it's structurally fine, plenty sturdy. And no, I have not sanded anything yet, so yes, that is glue you're seeing. Or the second option, because I didn't notice this till after the glue set, is to try and hammer that thing off of there with the glue set, which I don't think is going to work very good. Just try and hammer it off and make another. I think I'm going to go with option 1. Now the plan calls for this top to be painted black and the legs to either be not finished at all, but I'm going to put a finish on them, or finished with a clear finish, which I'm probably going to use more of this. I really do like this stuff. It goes on really easy. Really nice stuff to work with. But I think what I'll do, I like lighter finishes. So the top, I'll just do the clear finish. The aprons, I guess that's what you'd call them, even though they're shorter, I will do them a very dark finish. And the legs, I will do a light finish. I think that will look very nice. So I will use the shellac for the tops and the legs. And yes, there's a lot of glue to clean up. And oh, this was a pretty neat joint it incorporated. I don't have anything sanded flush yet. And that was attempt 1, not very great. Attempt 2 turned out better. But it's a mortise and tenon joint. But, hold on, where's my finger? But it's wedged, which I thought that was pretty neat. And I made the mistake of putting the wedges in before the glue, and I could not get it undone. It won't budge, just like an axe head. And I didn't even think. I was like, pound the wedges in, see how tight it fits. Well, it doesn't budge, so no glue in there. And then for the aprons, I will probably, we'll use that. The same stuff we used on that shoe rack. That's what we'll use. And that'll take care of it. And no, I'm not going to tell you what that's for outside. You're going to have to figure that one out or wait 2 to 3 weeks-ish. And I was going to start another channel, which I have a video on it, but I'm just going to delete that channel. And knife making videos, since it's half woodworking. It's a skill. It's half woodworking, half metalworking. I'm gonna put knife making videos on this channel as well. I got into that, got the little 30-inch belt sander, but I'm gonna be buying. Well, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna build it. A 2x72 belt grinder. I'm gonna do a 3-phase motor on it, variable frequency drive. So, you know, 3-phase motor, VFD, I can get infinite variety of speed. This is the color. It's going to be painted. Olive green was too expensive. This was 1/4 the price. So that's the color it's going to be. It's going to be made out of tube steel, you know, the square stock. That's pretty much it. I know I've been off YouTube for a while, so this is an update, what I've been up to. I told you why I wasn't going to film the projects, because 1, I need to get them done, and 2, when I'm filming it, I tend to rush and cut corners, sometimes literally. Like I said, original plan was going to be step pulleys and single-phase motor, but 3-phase motor and variable frequency drive is much more better. And I got these. Bought these before I changed the design. They're all grade 8 bolts, by the way. Everything's grade 8. That is it. Be watching for what that outdoor thing's gonna be. And I have a feeling that a lot of you are really gonna like it. So be watching for that. Be watching for the knife making. And there will be, obviously, more woodworking eventually here. Just haven't got to filming it all. Okay, see you on the next one. Bye.